Hi, my name is Jack Hodgins. Welcome back to my DJI channel. I thought I'd do a quick video on the new Inspire 1, which DJI launched the other day. So I don't know if you guys got to watch it, but I actually stood up till about 12:30, ready waiting for it to happen. Took a while. Yeah, there's lots of people running back and towards the camera, but once it's got going, I recognised some people in there from the two guys from Mythbusters. It's great to see them there as well, because obviously they're quite into all their blowing up and explosions and obviously capturing it on the camera. And this is a perfect quadcopter for them to use and stuff. And I was quite impressed when I first saw the shots that escaped on the internet, sneaked out. I'm not quite sure. I thought, is that an unfinished prototype, or was that the end result? But looking at now on the video and looking at watching last night, it actually looked quite impressive. And then looking at the snapshots, as you can see on here, it is quite impressive. They could have done something a bit more with the body, maybe. I mean, I know they kept it quite slimline so it can pick up. I mean, it can travel up to 50 miles per hour, which is rockets basically. I mean, I know the Phantom itself rocketed quite quickly and picked up speed very fast. Apparently this one does as well. And obviously, looking at the video, it's clear, it's crystal. A lot of people have been talking about, you know, has it got a Jedi effect and all that stuff. I couldn't see any Jedi effect in the video, and there's been obviously some leaks, or not leaks, video released on the actual real raw footage straight from the little sexy camera they got here as well, which is quite good. I know obviously it's upgradable as well, which is a good opportunity, because obviously camera technology changes quite rapidly fast, so it's nice to have a gimbal in the system here that actually will change with the upgrading, which is great. And obviously it looks like you got a lens on it, so pretty impressive. 4K video shoot, between 20 and 30 frames per second, 1080p, 24 to 60 frames per second. They could have actually made this better. I mean, we've got a 12 megapixel camera from the Phantom. You'd have thought with this camera they can probably maybe push to 18 megapixels, maybe 20, because I mean it is used for aerial photography. Come on guys, aerial photography guys use it quite a lot, you know, and we do need a decent snap camera on it. So I'm sure you can guys do better than 12 megapixels, and the amount of money you guys are asking for it, I expect a decent camera on there. And if you're trying to have this as a quad between the Phantom and the S1000 spread eagle range, then you've got to have a decent camera in between. And end of the day, it's a slight upgrade from the Phantom itself, but not a lot. You know, I think you spend quite a bit on the technology itself, but lacking on the camera, I suppose. That's just my opinion. I don't know what you guys think. Comment below, let me know. But 4K video, still very impressive. 20 to 30 frames per second, and obviously 12 megapixel camera. Obviously the lenses you can interchange, which is good, because then you can try different filters. Great opportunity to play around. I understand from a few other videos I've seen on the web that the camera does not like going in below minus temperatures. It's not designed for that, not recommended. The actual quad Inspire in itself is, but the camera's not a very good thing if you're actually out and about in the freezing cold, maybe up in the Arctic North Pole doing some aerial footage. The camera's not going to be ideal. But again, because it's an integrated changeable camera, they may actually bring out another model camera specialised for that industry, which is pretty good, pretty nifty if they can do that. 3-axis gimbal, 360-degree rotation. Perfect. I mean, this is quite an expensive kit. It is between, I mean, I was looking at buying the S1000, and I was looking at up flight time with all the camera equipment, including, you know, feedback to your iPad, all that jubbly stuff that you need. Was going to be really expensive, and I was looking at calculating the figures, you know, probably about 6-7 grand on it and stuff. So 2,000, just over 2.5 grand, or just under 2.5 grand. So I can't. Well, I'll get to pricing a bit later anyway. It's still quite expensive, but I am actually going to save my pennies, and I'm actually going to get this, because I've got to release my video, which I'm still editing together. I thought I'll do this one as a quick one anyway, where I've actually broken my gimbal, so I'm going to be looking at replacing my Phantom, and I think I'm just going to save hard and get this instead. I mean, the weather's crap, you know, it's winter weather in the UK, not a lot of filming can happen at the moment, so I'm going to use this time to save hard. I'm going to sell what I've got, all my little bits and pieces. I've got some bits I can sell. I'm going to gather stuff on eBay and put it all together, save my pennies really hard, and we'll get one of these. I know I can review it on this channel, and we can actually go through the whole lot, flight tests, you name it, we'll do it basically. But from what I can see, I am very impressed with this technology, Very impressed what they've thrown into this, and I love the remote control. That is superb. Full light bridge, dual controls. One can play the camera, the other one can fly it and stuff, and they are really nice. Or you can just have both, and it's got all the buttons on the side. Very sexy, and again, chargeable lipo batteries inside. Brilliant. You know, I think they've done really well. They have designed this well. They put a lot of thought into it, and I'm quite chuffed with it. I'm very impressed. And again, could do a bit more on the cover, but again, maybe you can actually get those covers with different covers on it and change it. But apart from that, I love the way it sort of transforms in the air, leaving the gimbal below, giving you 360-degree angles. Not sure about the 2 km/mile video transmission is great, but obviously you've got to, and then see the normal laws of flying, you've got to be in line of sight. So I mean, it's not too bad, you know, if you've got the right way to do it. But even with a full license to fly these commercially, you still got to fly in line of sight. The CAA or the FAC don't like it flying away where you can't see it. But again, this technology changes because it's got a lot of onboard cameras that can actually fly without GPS, so maybe this will change things. Maybe it's a safe way of flying. But I also know looking around on the web, I've really had a nose around like other YouTube videos. One thing that does come up is there's no redundancy. If a motor fails, it's £2,500 falling out the sky, and it can be a hard slog, especially if you saved hard for that and you've not got £2,500 sat in the bank just in case this one fails. You know, it is an expensive toy, and it's something you don't want falling out. So I don't know why they didn't give it as a hexacopter. You know, put 6 blades on it. I mean, they've done it with the S1000. They've done the quad with the Phantoms. Why not put a few extra motors on there as redundancy? Especially it's carrying a lot of decent stuff under its belly. You know, we need a bit of redundancy. Maybe the next future model will have that anyway. But again, it's impressive. And fit your iPad on it. We need a larger screen. iPhone wasn't too bad, but iPad perfect, bigger screen, and obviously the higher rates on the feedback makes it really good clear. So you can see what the camera's seeing, so you know you're getting the right results live while you do it. Because I mean, once you've done a fly up there, you don't want to go back and revisit. I've done it a couple times with Phantom, did a shot, come away, viewed it, thought, oh no, go and do that again. You know, missed something. You know, so at least with the iPad there, you can see detail. That's what you need, and I mean, it's great. Bit expensive on the hand controls. I mean, they're about £500 a piece, or a bit more than that. So if you want an additional one or a second one, you know, you're clobbing out a lot of money for it. But because it's new, they're going to milk you for the money. So obviously, as more and more people buy it, it probably comes down in price. But I'm very impressed with it anyway. Flying indoors without GPS using vision positioning system. This is a great tool. This we could have had on the Phantom, and because the Phantom's quite small to fly inside, and it's ideal inside. This is quite a big boy. So if you're flying inside a house, it's going to be sort of hard work. Phantom's designed for flying inside small areas. This may not be. Maybe a mansion, you know, maybe a big hall, town hall. Ideal. Warehouses, yeah, not too bad, it'll work. But very impressed not using GPS, and it stays stable, because at the end of the day, when you're doing video, even if you're doing video as a hobby like I'm doing it, I mean, I run town portal sites, I want to capture the history of my town. This is perfect. You know, you don't have to worry about GPS. Everyone's worrying about GPS. You know, you've got lock, is it going to stay stable? It does look like it's going to stay stable, but without actually having one to hand, you know, I can't actually really say to it, that is it. I'm only going by what videos I've seen on YouTube, and obviously what the presentation DJI did with it as well. They could have gone a bit more on detail, but the guy who was actually presenting it was reading, didn't it, like he knew or played with it and got on with it. You know, maybe they should have got somebody to speak more about who's really played it for weeks on end and stuff like that, you know. But maybe YouTubers like us, they should have sent us the actual DJI before it went on release. Let us test and play about it and pull it apart. We could have tested it to the hilt for them, and you know, and give it a full proper review and stuff before they went live with it. I think maybe in future, when you're doing another release DJI and you want to do another product, come to us YouTubers, send us a toy, let us play with it for weeks on end, and then we'll give the rundown on it and stuff, and that maybe build a better one, you know, for the future maybe. But just very impressive. Intelligent power management system. This is great. Not sure what the batteries with the extra batteries coming with it, or how much the extra batteries will be, but obviously anybody with a quad, you need additional batteries. I mean, 18 minutes of flight time isn't enough, especially if you go out and you've gone for miles to find a location. You want to have, like, you know, several batteries, maybe more, so you have some on charge, some in while you're flying and stuff. You need more batteries. Hopefully they'll release those as well. But again, hope they don't come at a massive cost. I mean, the Phantom's £100. Even that was a bit of a push. I've got 2 batteries because I brought the second one with my Phantom, and I've got one on charge, one in the plane. But it's still awkward, you know. It's still quite a lot of money. Maybe they can bring the cost down on that and stuff, you know. I'm not going to give you a full rundown of all these features. You can see it from DJI.com. I'll put all the links below anyway, and all the links are on my website, because my website is really geared around the DJI products, you know, because they're superb. There's nothing on this market that I've seen. I mean, I've seen a lot of quads flying and stuff like that, and they are pants. I've seen the Ghost. The Ghost looks nice, but it doesn't have the flight controller system, doesn't have the video feedback. The DJI stuff, they've got that right, you know. They have patented it and got it right, and I love it, you know. I've been looking for other sort of quads to play with and other quads to try, you know. Is there anything else out there on DJI that's better than DJI? Not seen it. I've seen another one that's come out. I can't remember exactly what the name of it is, but that's got a follow me feature, you know. Again, doesn't look as impressive as these toys are, you know. So I'm really reluctant to buy anything else apart from anything to do with DJI. This is great stuff. But one thing, I'm going to sort of put some questions. If you've got questions and stuff, we'll build a list and we'll send them to DJI and see if we can get the answers. Like, you know, does it have a follow me feature? Because a lot of the new quads coming out seems to have this follow me feature. Wonder if this one does have, you know, we'll see. I know it's got a return home, so if you're traveling, you're moving in a car, it's always going to pick up your location and always return back to you, which is a good feature. That's good, because amount of times I'm out and about, and especially if I'm flying on the field, or I'm actually doing it on an old building, I'm moving around with it so I can see where I'm flying, get better detailed, so my home position is changing all the time. And especially if it's the other side of the building, the last thing you want to do is fly up don't get too high and up, trying to fly through the building as it's returning home lost signal. So not a really good thing. Intelligent power system, full featured apps. The apps look superb. Not actually played with them yet, but I'm just looking on the screen here. You can get all this information from DJI.com anyway. Live maps, radar. See where your Inspire is at all times on a live map. The map can be enlarged when needed. Show most recent flight paths. To be honest, this is actually putting out the there's what's that? Flytrek, where you can actually map all your flight paths and stuff. They've actually built their own, so that might put that Flytrek. So if you've got a Flytrek, you may not actually need it for this. So you obviously won't want to put one. It's got it all inbuilt on. But I've noticed the Phantom with the new additional software, which is quite superb, where they now open it up for other people to develop stuff with. That's making, you know, the live mapping and radar sort of Flytrek's a bit redundant. So I don't know how Flytrek's going to adapt to that, but we'll see in the coming months what happens. Live map and radar, dynamic home point, great feature. Remote control customization, put yourself in charge by telling the Inspire 1 controls to your personal needs. This way your Inspire 1 moves and responds the way you're most comfortable with. All the flight information, fly safety is just a glance away, which is good. Flight speed, distance and more right at your fingertips. That's what you need. Everything in front of you can see. Takeoff, landing is easier than ever before. Both functions just a tap away. Tap once to take off and we'll hover and transform, ready to start filming, then tap again to make it transform into landing. That's brilliant. I mean, I'm quite impressed with this. I mean, once it's in the air and it's hovering around, it looks smooth. You know, it's great in the air flying. You know, from the pictures here, you can see that the gimbal is in the right place. Got the camera really nice, and obviously it's not that sort of bendy, sort of wobbly camera you get on the GoPros, where it's trying to get everything in frame, so you get nice picture in it. And what I've seen in the videos so far, very impressed with it. So I'll try and get as many YouTube links or videos that's out there for you to all in one place on my channel, so you can have a proper look and stuff. Direct home points, some nice features here. I can't wait to get my hands on one. I really like. I mean, if I can afford one right now, I'll be buying it right now, getting it shipped here quickly as I can. But obviously, they're not due out until December. But there's going to be a lot of people ordering these, so I'm going to wait till the new year. Then hopefully I'll have the money by then. So what you get in the box? You obviously get the Inspire. It looks like you get a charger, spare blades, controller with is that an iPad or that is a iPhone holder, but it's got obviously got twin aerials as well and stuff. But I mean, it looks really good. So let's have a look what else we've got on here. We can quickly go over while we're here. Indoor flight also has been true. Test of skills for all levels, which is hard to fly indoors because you're fighting against keeping it still. You know, it ends up wobbling. DJI's new optical flow technology uses a special design camera as well as sonic waves to bring simplicity to flying indoors. This technology allows the Inspire to hold its position, stop when the controls release, and respond to your commands even when GPS is unavailable. This is quite good. This is quite new, you know, so I think it's going to be quite useful. But without actually having one to hand, we're not going to see if it is as you see it. But from the videos they're showing, it does show it was stable because there's a footage of 2 people walking, and it was actually recording them, and it looks stable, really stable. So that's the Inspire one. See what we can get to. There we go. I can rotate it round. looks really cool. I mean, it doesn't have to be that massive impressive to look at, because at the end of the day, it's in the air, it's doing a job that you want to do, filming. You don't need to look, it doesn't need to look impressive, because once it's out, it's quite high up in there, you ain't going to see the shape of it. So it's not mega important, it's got to be looking sexy, you know, but it's impressive, technology impressive. So let's have a quick overview of the specs. Model T600, weight, battery included, 2,935 grams, which I think is roughly 3 kilograms. Quite a heavy beast. Quite heavy beast, not as good as the Phantom. So if that's going to drop out the sky with a motor failure, it's going to get destroyed and splattered. So get some insurance on it, or at least have £2 spare in the bank just in case you need to buy another one. Hovering accuracy, GPS 0.5 meters, 2.5, it's not too bad. I'm just going to brief over it because there's just so much in here. 5 milliseconds, maximum speed 22 ATT mode, no winds. They was actually saying that with no winds and ATT mode, you can go up to about 50 miles per hour on it. But someone actually said they actually had played with this. It does rocket really fast. So it's a bit more than what the specs actually saying. Approximately 80 minutes flight time, or approximately flight time, you're probably looking at 50 minutes to be serious, especially with this amount of weight and stuff. But I mean, they've built all this new technology, all this new functions gone into it. The only thing that's lacking, the battery technology. They haven't improved on the battery technology. You know, man, all this money to fund and put into a new thing. You have thought building something spectacular, lots more in it. Let's increase the battery time, because we all want more time. We all like to be flying around for half an hour. Well, how about an hour in the air? You know, let's get back to that technology. Work with a company that deals with LiPo batteries on a high level and say, look, here's a few million. Get us a battery that gives us more than 18 minutes of power. You know, that will be impressive. Because at the moment, 18 minutes. The S1000's about 15 minutes. The Phantom between, what was it, 18 and 20 odd minutes and stuff. Nothing's really mega improved on the technology side there, you know. So gear up with a battery company and say, look, get us an impressive battery. Doesn't weigh a lot but gives us a lot of power out, you know, and increase our flight time. That would be impressive. Well, so we've got temperature operating system, out power. I mean camera. There go. 12 megapixels. Using a new Sony chip. That's quite impressive, the Sony chip. And there's a new one coming out with Sony, which allows you to do very high rate recording on 4K, high speed recording on 4K, and it also allows you to do very high speeds at 2.7, and then when you get to 1080p, you can do incredible frame rates. I think they're talking about 1,000 frames per second on this new chip. So because it's integratable and it's a mod, they may be able to, once that chip gets released by Sony, maybe bring out a better gimbal system. So maximum bitrate 16 megapixels. I've got to confirm these bit rates because I like to confirm this bit rate on wireless against the bit rate on a GoPro to see if the GoPro, I mean, what they should have done, I mean, DJI should have partnered up the GoPro. I mean, the GoPro is a superb camera, especially their new Hero 4, that is really crystal clear. They should have said to GoPro and say, look, we're going to create a new quadcopter. Why don't you team us up and build us a camera with your technology? They could come up with something absolutely awesome. I'm sure they would, you know. So maybe that's for the future. Maybe next time they do one, team up with GoPro, join forces. Come on, you've got all these technology companies, join forces and create something superb. That's what we want, something superb, and doesn't hit our pockets that hard. And come on, we've got to increase the SD card, 64 gigs. come on, the SD card's getting bigger and bigger and bigger now, especially out flying up there and you're getting all this fantastic lovely 4K stuff. It's going to eat away at your data card, so you should have stuck a bit more impressive than 64 gig, you know, one higher than that. So maybe look for the future than that, bring it up, because the GoPros are all 64 and, you know, the Phantom's 64, and again you're lacking on this sort of stuff, the important parts that we need, more storage, you know. That would be impressive. Transmitting distances, these are getting bigger and longer. This is improving, but it's not the bits we really want improved on, you know. I understand that the remote control has all this USB and stuff, so you can really tie in with it. Really great stuff. But again, wonder how much power it takes from the remote control, how long the remote control lasts. Again, if I had one, we could test all that. LiPo 6 cells, high voltage battery. So quite impressive stuff, really impressive stuff. And they're the videos are actually on release at the moment with the Inspire and stuff. Well, let's have a. I'm just going to play a little video here for you guys to watch, just in case you haven't seen this before. But I will put all these links on the site as well. So let's have a look at it in. Let's play this video here. Let's see how impressive this is. Here we go, the Inspire. This is actually a 2.7K video, so let's get it on full screen. Start again, because it doesn't look like it's actually playing. That's better. Here we go, it's going into transformation. Don't know if you can actually see it clearly. There you go. Not too bad, stable. And it looks quite good when it's flying that way. Seeing cameras on that. Nice shot. So you can't see any jello effect. I know this might be pre-edited anyway, but it looks quite impressive toy. 360 grade 4K freedom. And there's no blur in there at all, so it looks quite nice. This is impressive. Indoor flying. Here we go. Look how stable that is. How still. It's getting a perfect shot. It's like actually having a cameraman on the end of the camera getting that shot in there. There we have it. The Inspire 1. So guys, comment, let me know if you're interested, whether you got the money to buy one, whether you're going to buy one or not and stuff. Maybe if you're in the UK, maybe you can send me an invite. I'll come over to you, I'll film on the GoPro your experience and stuff. I'll get some videos up on that. Be quite interesting. And as soon as I get my one, I'll do a full review. I'll do lots of flying with it and stuff, and so we'll go over it inch by inch and every part of it, and we'll test it to its full its limits anyway. So let's have a quick store in the store, see how much this baby's going to cost to buy. I know it's on a pre-order at the moment. Let's get my store in the right store, UK. Let's save, and let's see how much this puppy's going to cost. So here we go, the basic one. Which let's go to the store a bit, because there's two packages doing at the moment. The Inspire one with dual remotes, so that's both remote controls. You're looking at £2,749. I think that includes shipping, so you're going to save £146 off of that. If you go for one control, £2,380. Yeah, so there's quite a difference between that. I'm just going to buy the single remote anyway, and there's no point having two controls, and I can play about it anyway. So there you go, you get your professional DJI flight control system, 3-axis gimbal, 4K camera, HD wireless video transmission, full remote camera control, apps controlled manual camera settings, GPS, free indoor stabilization, one remote control, obviously a battery charger, and it's yours for £2,380. So you can pre-order now, and they start shipping in between the 1st and the 14th of December. And this is what you get. So let's go in large, get a bigger picture. Fantastic toy. How about that for Christmas? A nice new toy to play with. I'm sure you can stick stickers on there, but lighten this up a bit maybe. Maybe they should stick a light on it, be like Knight Rider. You know, that would have been cool. I know there's going to be a lot of people out there want to fly these at night. Don't know why. I don't want to be flying a 2 grand equipment up in the air at night anyway. So, but no, design it really well. Carbon fibre. And there's one. Controls are really nice as well. They've got all the HDMI USB ports at the back there. So you can plug your iPad straight into it and stuff. But this is absolutely superb. I like it, and I'm gonna get one. So again, if you're gonna get one, guys, or you already have one, you can have special rights with DJI. They sent you a free one in the post. Let me know if you're in the UK and you've purchased one. Let me come and see you and film it, and we'll get some techie on it. Get your experience, do an interview of you, and get you up on the channel. So there you go. So that's it for the moment. I'll get my other videos up because I've just done the repair my gimbal, so I'll get that up on next. Don't forget, guys, the Hexacopter, I'm doing the next build on that next, because my Phantom's out the water, can't fly with it. That give me a bit of spare time to start getting the Hexacopter built. Once that's built, then you can guys win it. So if you want to get a chance to win the competition, to win a Hexacopter with full A2 DJI flight controller in it, and it comes with the GoPro 4 camera and gimbal, remote control, and hopefully I might have the ground station in there as well. Once we've done a full review on that, full build, fully test it and stuff, you guys can have a chance to win it. So all you need to do is subscribe. So I'll be picking a random subscriber who can win that, probably in the new year sometimes, well, once the build's been done, because there's a lot to buy, lot to get, lot to test and stuff. But once it's done, you guys will have a chance to win. So all you got to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, and share my channel out to let everybody know, get more people involved, so it gives more and more chance of someone winning it anyway. Alright, that's it for now. So have fun, safe flying, and don't keep looking over these pictures of this Inspire if you can't afford it, because it's just going to make you more and more sort of like, oh, I want it, like I do. So I'm going to stop looking at this now, and speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.